This is Sanna, I'm V, and what is this?
The V Bodybuilding Show.
This is the V Bodybuilding Show on location at the Pavilions at the Clubhouse. Dude, this is a pretty nice gym.
It's a nice gym, yeah.
I normally don't call women dude, but I did just now.
That's okay.
Is that okay?
That's okay. It's okay.
So anyways, you were an au pair, you moved here from Sweden, right?
Mm-hmm.
As an au pair, now you're no longer that. You're an NPC competitor. You actually, if you don't know Sanna, and you're going to get to know her here on this interview, is Sanna's a personal trainer. She's a fitness coach for Herbalife, and she's also a chef, which means that if you're looking for meal preps, someone to cook your meals for you, if you're getting closer to your show, it's very important. She knows how to cook them healthy. She'll deliver them to you at a fair price. And let me tell you, when you're 4 weeks out for a show, the last thing you want to be doing is grocery shopping and meal prep. And you really take the guesswork out of it. So, awesome.
Yeah,
how do people get a hold of you?
excited.
Before I forget, how do people get a hold of you? They want to get a hold of you for personal training, Herbalife, or they want you to prepare their meals. How do they get a hold of you?
It's probably easiest to hit me up on Instagram. I'm trying to post everything there. And I also have my number and my email available there. So
Sanna Rafstedt.
Sanna Rafstedt. It's pretty close though.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
And that's your username is it 24 fit or something on the end
Sanna
of that?
Rafstedt _24 fit, yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to find her on Instagram? I'm not sure, but what's your username on Facebook?
Sanna Rafstedt.
Sanna Rafstedt. Spell that for everybody.
Rafstedt.
Okay. So you're an au pair.
Yeah.
You moved out here and about 10 years over, and now
Yeah.
you're really full into personal training. You have quite a few clients. And,
Yeah, it's getting busy. It's
yeah,
fun.
and seeing on your Instagram, I see all your clients and the transformations that.
Yeah.
Now, is that derived from? I know that you may not know this, but you and I actually shared the same coach at one time.
You know that.
Ivan Almonte, love you, man. You're one of my best coaches I ever had. I know that you work with him too, and I'm sure he taught you a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have him as a coach. He's a great coach. I'm very, very thankful.
Yeah. And how did that happen? I mean, because you moved here, you're an au pair, you have no friends, so we have all this spare
no
time.
friends.
Yeah. She has no. She's in the gym 4 times a day, 4 hours a day, because she doesn't have anything to do. She ends up having this awesome physique. And did someone tell you to come down to the Mecca Metroflex and hook up with Ivan? How'd that happen?
Yeah, I got advice to come see, actually, was to see Josh. And I think they recommended me to talk to Yvonne about, because what I came first to look for, I didn't realize that I needed training to compete. So what I did was I came to Metroflex for posting coach.
Okay.
And then to train or to work with Yvonne, and you kind of get the whole package.
That's right.
So, yeah.
That's right. Good. And now your first show was an NPC show, and then you went and did an OCB show.
Yeah, I did those shows back to back.
You know, back to back, and they were like a week apart. Were they a week
Yeah,
apart,
I
2
think
weeks
they were
apart?
probably like 14 days or something.
And how hard was that holding that conditioning? Because I remember seeing some of your posts. You were going crazy, weren't you? You just couldn't wait to have that
I
chicken.
kind of love food, yeah. It went well. It did. It was tough to do those shows so tight in between, but I was already in shape, and I just got. It was really good to get another stage experience, to get on stage that fast. I'm thankful that I got on stage that fast, and did place 4, so it was worth it.
Well, I was at the show, and I told you before the show what I thought of the judging, and I thought you had one of the best bodies on stage.
Thank you.
You really did, and your posing was awesome, spot on.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference now from the OCB and the NPC.
It is.
And for the viewers that don't know the difference between an NPC show and an OCB show, an NPC show is pretty much the top tier level of competition where you're going to get your IFBB Pro card, which is the elite of the elite. Yes, there's the WBF, which is up and coming, and then there's the OCB, which is more or less a natural division that's tested. So what did you see being like the top 3 things, the difference between the two of them?
I must say that I think that it's a lot more harder competition. You say competition? Yeah. Like in NPC shows, I think that a lot of people were in a lot like harder shape. The posing is totally different.
What did you like better? You like NPC, I think.
I like NPC. I'm not a big fan of the T-Walk, but now I tried it. So I don't know, I think I like the NPC show better because of the posing. It's a lot of walking in the OCB, and it's a totally different posing.
Yeah, and the bikini competition is more like a beauty pageant, aren't you?
Yeah, it's more like,
you wear like different outfits.
No, it was just a bikini outfit,
okay,
but it was. You were doing the T-walk and doing so many different poses. In the NPC show, you kind of just go straight out, you do your poses. That way you kind of have a lot more time to focus on your poses and then like to line up. So I think I like that better.
Yeah. Well, I was at the show, not the OCB show, because nothing against you natties. I just have not made my way to an OCB show in quite some time. But just were you in the first call out at the NPC show at one point, or were you in the second call out?
The second call out.
You're in the second call out. Man, I was surprised, and I know that your coach Yvonne and I were talking about that.
Yeah.
He was surprised you weren't in the first call out either. Why do you think? What do you think the difference was there?
It was my first show. I didn't really know what to expect when I got out on stage. I did hear some people telling me that I was hiding my number and I was standing too far back behind the girls in the lineup, but I can't use that as an excuse that's why I didn't place like in the first call out, but it was my first show, so I really don't know why. Yeah. It's so hard because I went out there and I didn't really know what to expect, and I've been on stage before, so even if I didn't get first call out, it was a great experience.
Sure. Well, you look amazing. Yeah. So what's your lifelong goal? Go ahead. What's your lifelong goal? I'm distracted. What's your fitness goal now? What's next? Are you looking to be an IFBB pro someday? Is that your ultimate goal? That's your dream? Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. A lot of people are just doing this for fun, but you're actually you want to take this to the next level.
Of course, I want to keep going.
And you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, you are living and breathing. I mean, you're a personal trainer. You're a life fitness wellness coach for Herbalife, and the meal prep. Tell me about the meal prep. How did you get into that? Because I can't really motivate myself enough to do all the cooking.
Yeah.
I had one of my friends used to cook my meals for me, and and now obviously my wife does some cooking, and I don't do a whole lot, but that's a lot of work.
It is, but it's fun though. It wasn't meant to be a business in the beginning. It was more that I cooked healthy, and I started posting pictures about my meal preps online, and people start asking me for fun. They're kidding. They're like, "Oh, can you cook for me?" I started realizing that a lot of people here don't really know what's healthy and don't really know like portion sizes, and a lot of people just don't know how to cook either. So I started helping out some friends, and then I got so many requests that I started making it a business.
Nice.
It's fun though. I wish I could spend, when I'm not in the gym, to spend all my time cooking.
Really?
Yeah, it's
wow,
fun.
I'm surprised you didn't say
It's fun to be able
training.
to, but it's fun to be able to help a lot of people too.
Yeah.
It does help them a lot with, I even help a lot of people that are on meal plans with Herbalife. They're taking maybe like 2 shakes and then they're still having 1 meal. And it's very important that 1 meal they're having for lunch during the day. It's very important that that meal is a clean, healthy meal.
Right.
So I mostly combine my meal prepping with a lot of people's like Herbalife meal plans.
Perfect. What's the hardest part about doing a competition for you? For me, it's probably depleting the carbs and not having any water like the last night of drying out, so I get nice and crisp. Well, what's the hardest part for you?
I don't know. I think you just like you're under a lot of stress before the competition, but I must say I love food. So obviously it's hard because I love food, but I also obviously like to look good and be healthy. But the hardest part for me was to kind of fruit, because before I thought I was more healthy than I was because I was pretty much living on fruit, and since I started eating, I realized how much sugar it is in fruit. So I had to
you don't eat fruit, you don't eat much flour, you don't eat dairy.
Yeah.
Obviously, sugar is in fruit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that you don't eat.
I think the diet is the hardest part because it kind of make you a different person. Your personality becomes totally different.
Yeah.
You kind of get annoyed about stuff you wouldn't get annoyed about.
You know what I say about that? Is people, hey, you're in a bad mood, you're grumpy, and I'm like, no, it's just everybody's really freaking annoying. That's what I say. It's not me. What's your next show? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do the West Coast Classic?
Maybe, I don't know. Right now I'm just looking for options to see what show will fit me best. Maybe local, but maybe California too.
Okay. Well, weren't you, now you came from Ivan, you had a coach, you're doing it on your own now.
Yeah.
Not having that support system, is that, you know, it's terra incognita for you, it's uncharted territory. What, are you looking to pick up a new coach, or are you going to go and move forward by yourself with some friends, or?
I'm looking at options too for coaches and maybe even joining a team if it's a good match. I haven't really thought about it that much yet, but it's something that I'm looking into now. I think it's really great to be in a team because all the support you get. So I would like to be in like a team again.
Great, great. Well, we'll be right back after these messages. I know that's kind of a joke, but we'll be right back. We're back after these messages with the beautiful Sanna Rafstedt. I said it right?
Sure.
I didn't say it right. Say it for everybody again for us.
Sanna Rafstedt.
I said it right. I think I did. So where were we before?
I think we were talking about teams and coaches.
That's right. Well, we already talked about that. So tell me, who is your first fitness inspiration? Someone that maybe you're 10 years old and you're like, wow, I want to look like that someday. Like for me, it was like Sylvester Stallone and Rocky. And as I got older, I wanted to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger because Sly just wasn't big enough. So who was it for you? Was there anybody that you kind of looked up to that inspired you?
Fitness-wise, actually, no.
Yeah. What drives you now? What drives you now to stay inspired to plug along and on your quest for the IFBB program? So what keeps you motivated? What really ignites that fire inside?
I kind of got a taste of being on stage, and even if it's a kind of a hard lifestyle to prepare to be on stage, when you're on stage, everything makes sense. It's the best feeling ever.
Great. So you're not sure what your show is, your next show is. You don't have a coach.
No.
Name 5 things. I just named 2 things that Sanna doesn't even know about herself. But name 5 things that people don't know about Sanna Rafstedt.
One.
You're Swedish. We know that.
You know that. I started to be a chef. I used to do dancing, like sport. Wow, that's a really tough question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a Virgo.
I don't even know what that means.
What's your sign?
Lion.
You're a lion.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? She's a lion. Better known as a Leo, right?
Oh, you don't say lion?
No, that's cute. That's okay. You know,
you
people
say
from
in
Sweden say that.
lion.
People from Sweden say that.
Yeah.
So, outside of the bodybuilding fun, the competition fun, what do you like to do?
I love to shop way too much.
Okay.
I like to lay by the pool. I like to be with my friends. I spend a lot of time. We're having a lot of great like Herbalife events, meetings.
I've noticed that. I noticed you
Yeah.
have a lot of, you're kind of a prominent figure with that.
Yeah, we have all the time here located in downtown. We have business opportunity meetings where you get to hear about the business, about the products, great testimonies from a lot of people, both from the
When's the next event?
Tonight, actually.
Tonight, guys. I
Tonight
will have this up
at the
tonight.
Sahara Hotel here in Camelback.
Okay.
And we started off and it was just a few people, and now we're hundreds of people at every event, and it's like we can barely fit in the room anymore. It's crazy. It's fun though. Our team keeps growing so much, and everyone keeps getting great results, and it's really fun.
Right. Is there anybody in that as an IFBB pro that you look up to now? I know there's not really anybody that inspired you as a young woman or a kid, but what about now in your adult life? Now that you're looking at all these IFBB pros, is there anybody that you're like, you know what, I could see myself looking like that, or I want to
The
pose
girl
like
that
her?
won at the Arnold, what's her name?
Oh gosh, I'm getting busted on that one. Thank you. Cut. No, just kidding. But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember her name, but she looked gorgeous. She was in like great shape.
Yeah. So people want to get a hold of you for meal prep. They want to get a hold of you for personal training.
Yeah.
They want to learn more about wellness coaching and Herbalife products.
Yeah.
The best way to get in touch with you is it Facebook then? Your phone
Probably
number?
Facebook or Instagram. I'm always checking my emails.
And what's your email address?
Oh, well, that's kind of have my last name in it, so it's Rafstedt@gmail.com.
And how do you spell that again?
Rafstedt.
Okay.
They're probably not gonna get that either.
No.
But that's okay.
That is good. So, are you going to go with red on your diet? The red looks great. I mean, obviously we got Proceps red
I wanted
going
to
on
say
right
that
now.
one of the things that people don't know about me that I'm obsessed with the color red, but I think everyone kind of got that.
Oh, really? Wow.
But I kind of already have.
Maybe we need to see you in some Proceps gear. I know you have I know you wear the bodybuilding tank.
I do.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's good. That looks
Maybe,
good.
I don't know. I had red for my first 2 shows, so I think I'm going to go with the green color for my next show.
Green. Wow. I don't know. I'm kind of partial to, Proceps red myself, but green I'm sure would look great on you too. What would you say is your best body part?
Can I say my butt?
You sure can. Can I concur? I don't know. Am I allowed to concur?
Probably not. Well, my
I don't
legs
agree.
probably. I know that my legs are the strongest part of my body. So, and I start getting bigger and bigger shoulders, which wasn't a body part I really even trained before because I didn't really continue to train your shoulders. But I started liking my shoulders. Just keep growing.
Nice. Well, is there anybody you want to throw a shout out to, a thank you to, anything you'd like to say to the people before we wrap up this interview?
I just want to say hi to my Cusick X team, the team I was working with before, to Yvonne, to Sarah, to Annie, to Michelle, to Rachel, to everyone on my team.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
So next, look for Sanna competing in the NPC. She's not going to go back to the OCB ever again, right? You're an NPC girl, right?
Yeah.
You're an NPC girl. Sanna Rafstedt from Sweden. She's an NPC bikini competitor, aspiring to be an IFBB pro. That's definitely a look for her on stage and cheer her on. And thank you for watching the Bodybuilding show. Sponsored by Proceps. I also want to thank Proceps, 6-pack bags, My Oatmeal, Ride Now, Metroflex Gym, and Glam Girl Swimwear for all your support. I appreciate my sponsors, and we'll see you on the next episode, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.